Hi guys, Keto Cricket back. I am meal prepping. I'm making that jerk chicken. If you look back on my recipes, you'll probably find the recipe. I've already kind of got it all done. I'm just putting it together. I'm meal prepping. I started meal prepping on Tuesdays just so that I could have my weekend to spend time with family. And it seems like we just always have stuff going on. But anyway, I want to talk about hormones. I promised you in the last video I did, and I am just recording this and then uploading it, so there will be no editing, so it's not beautiful and gorgeous. So if you're wanting to check out really good videography and editing, go check out 80 Keto, Keto in the Chaos, Keto Connect, pretty much anybody that's not me. But if you just want some good information and want to watch me cut up some chicken, you are in the right place. So, if you don't know, I had some issues with my hormones I found out last year, and I kind of took some time to really not focus too much on losing weight. I wanted to lose weight, but honestly, I wasn't tracking, which actually is how I got to my lowest low last year, which is kind of funny. But I wasn't tracking, and I was really just focused on fueling my body and getting things right. I had hypothyroidism, which I still have, and now I'm taking medication for. And then I'm at an age where I had, actually my doctors told me I had menopause, which was wrong. I do not have menopause. I am not menopausal. I am still perimenopausal though, so it's important that I kind of get everything worked out now so that it's fixed before I do become menopausal. So some of the things I did for that was, number one, fed my body. When I first started keto, I counted carbs. I didn't really count calories for the first couple months. Once I lost a lot of the weight, I actually went pretty low calorie, probably about 1,400 calories until December, and of 2017, to clarify. So that was really low calories for my body. Everybody's body's a little different. I'm 5'5", just so you know, 5'5.5", but that was really low calorie, and I started to have some ramifications to that, so I fixed it. But when dealing with hormones, I think it's really important that that's your focus and it's not losing weight. So I fed my body what I needed to feed it. I stayed keto. I didn't do anything weird as far as that goes. I still ate the same foods I always eat. But really focused on getting enough rest at night. And then the other thing I added that was kind of the cincher of it all, which getting my thyroid back going and getting on the right thyroid medication was very important. I'm sorry I'm pointing at you. I just realized I'm like, sorry. But that was super important, and I'm taking Nature Throid, which is the generic version of Armour. My naturopath actually just bumped it up on my last appointment, just to kind of bring me the rest of the way, because my panel was still saying I was at 3 for TSH, and optimal is below 2. If you go to your regular doctor, which I had, that's why I switched doctors, because my regular doctor was like, oh, you're below 4, you're fine, you're good, keep taking the Levo, and I felt like garbage. So I was not indeed fine. So I think definitely if you have other medical issues, you definitely want to get that taken care of. Managing your stress is super important for hormone health. So, last year was a big year for me. As you guys know, my baby graduated high school and went to college, sniff, sniff. So that was huge. And whether I admitted to being stressed or not, I'm sure that had an impact on my hormones. Because, I was sad that he was gone. So this is what my recipe looks like that I was working on. So it's almost time to wrap this up because that part's done. But I'll go ahead and I'm going to grab some more containers so I can do my salmon that I'm going to do as well. So I'm going to try to hold this. So anyway, but I got that. So rest, getting other medical conditions figured out. I reduced my exercise intensity, actually for a separate reason, which I may eventually talk about on this channel, but at this time it's still pretty personal and keeping it close to the cuff. But we'll just say it's a physiological issue. Does not impact keto, has nothing to do with keto. But I had that, so I kind of had to take things a little lighter anyway. So, but that I'm sure helped my hormones. And then the final thing I did was I got some progesterone cream. It's a Now brand that I got, and you can find, I got it just on Amazon. It pumps out 20 milligrams of progesterone. It's not, you know, bioidentical or anything. It's a plant-based type. But that stuff was like, within a week, I felt like I was in my 20s again. No doubt. Like, I'm not joking at all. It was amazing how quickly I began to feel different and amazing and like, oh my gosh, I forgot, you know, because you forget. You don't always know how bad you feel, especially with keto. You guys remember that, like, when you were heavier set or when you're doing the standard American diet and you ached and you were just tired and all the things, you just kind of think that's your new normal. And you don't realize until you get like on keto or you start your own health journey and you wake up and you're like, wow, I wake up refreshed and I have energy and I can do this and that and everything else, that you're like, wow, I didn't even know how bad I felt until I felt good. That was what the progesterone cream did. So it was $11. $11, guys. Okay. What else can I say about that? So, now I will also add in here, I did not just willy-nilly add progesterone. I had blood work. We've had tons of testing done. My naturopath did a gut biome test. We did all the blood markers. I did a saliva hormone check. So I knew that I was low on progesterone. It wasn't like it was just something I added out of the blue overnight. I had actual blood work to show this is what my body is low in. Let's give it a try. My naturopath actually was like, well, it's normal for women your age to have lower progesterone. But I'm like, yeah, but it's still saying low. I'm pretty sure the lab results, when it says low, they take into account my age. You know, so I'm like, I don't know. Everything else was good. My testosterone was good. My DHEA was good. My estrogen was good. My estrogen to progesterone was not good, that ratio, obviously, because my progesterone was a little low. So definitely don't just go out and buy progesterone cream without any kind of testing or really anything. You guys should always check your stuff out. Don't just take some supplement because some person tells you to. Find out if you need it, because if you don't need it, number one, you might just be peeing it out and you've just wasted money making expensive poop and pee. Number two, you know, you may do more harm. So get your blood work done. Get it tested. Spend the extra money and don't just go doing stuff. But anyway, so that was my deal. I promised you I was going to talk about my hormones and what I did to get that resolved. And I'm feeling great. So check that out. If you don't have, you know, the libido, you don't have the energy, it might be a hormone. All right, guys, have a great night.